Hi, my name is Joanne and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this ribbed hat. You need the following yarn. I'm using a medium weight yarn, 100% acrylic yarn. It's a Kenyan brand called Winter King. 4mm crochet hook, tape measure to help you in the sizing, a needle to weave in your ends. You might also need a stitch marker to help you trace your stitches, and of course pair of scissors to cut off your ends. To begin, make a slip knot, chain 51, make your chain stitches a bit loose because we're going to work through the back loop. I have my 51 chain stitches, so for the next row we're going to start working on the back loop. So we're going to work on these bumps on the back side, and we're going to do a single crochet. So single crochet from the second chain, in the second chain from the hook. So just turn your yarn, turn your work and then single crochet, insert your hook, pull, and then yarn over, insert through the two loops together, insert your hook into the back loop, yarn over, pull through the two loops together. So this is the effect that it has. It has nice edging on both sides. So complete the row of single crochet and then I'll meet you once you get to this point. I'm done with my row of single crochet and it is 12 inches in height. I know you are using a different type of yarn, so I'm going to use my tape measure to help you in the sizing process. So to begin the next row, you are going to chain 1, and I would love you to be quite keen because this is the part we are going to make the knit rib effect. So to begin, we are going to work through the back loop only. So after chaining 1, go through the back loop. We have a back loop over here. So insert your hook. It's like you are doing a single crochet, but it's going to be more of a single crochet reduction. So insert your hook, you have 2 loops, and then insert your hook into the next stitch. You have 3 loops, and then the last loop you're going to take it and pull it through the 2 loops together like that. So to work on the next stitch, inside the same stitch over here, don't go on to the next stitch first. Insert your hook inside the same stitch, pull over, insert your hook inside the next stitch now, pull over, and using the last loop, pull through the 2 loops together. Let's repeat that again. Inside the same loop that you've just completed, insert your hook, pull over, insert your hook now onto the next stitch, pull over, and now using the last loop that you've just completed, pull over again. So repeat this for the next 15 stitches, and then I'll meet you once you get to that part. So that's why I'm saying it's important to have a stitch marker to help you mark the completed 15 stitches of the single crochet reduction. "12, 13, 14, 15. So far you should be having something like this, and then I'm just going to grab my stitch marker and mark it on to the 15th stitch. So in the next row, remaining rows, which is 50 minus 15, that's like 35, yeah. So in the next 35 stitches, you're just going to work plain single crochet until you complete the row. So to start working on the plain single crochet, onto the last stitch that you've just made, start your plain single crochet over here, because when you go on to the next stitch, technically it means you have reduced a stitch over here. So just work plain single crochet for a total of 35, and then I'll meet you once you get to the other end. Once you get to the end of the row, kindly note that you have a final stitch over here. Do not skip it. So you're just going to insert your hook, pull through like that. So we're going to work this pattern alternating now rows of single crochet and double crochet, but I would love you to be keen on this part. The next row we're going to do is a double crochet, but the first 3 is going to be single crochet. This is going to be the head part, while this rib knit effect here is going to be the down part. So again, chain 1, turn your work around, and then you are going to single crochet. On the top part of it, the chain 1 stitch already counts as a single crochet, so you are going to single crochet onto the next one, and then single crochet onto the next stitch again. So basically you have 3 single crochet for a start, which the chain 1 stitch is a single crochet, and then the next 2 is a single crochet. Then from there you are going to double crochet until you reach the end of the row. So to double crochet, just yarn over, insert your hook through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over again, pull through the 2 loops together. So work, make double crochet until you reach the other end, and then I'll meet you once you get to this point. 49, 50. As you can see, we already have the neat kind of stitch over here, and then on this head part is going to be maintaining 3 single crochet for a start. So the next row you are going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to start with the ribbing effect again in the next 15 stitches. So to do that, again, you're just going to chain 1, and then from the first stitch over here you're going to insert your hook, pull through onto the next stitch, insert your hook, pull through the 2 together. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 13, 14, and finally 15. And then work plain single crochet going through the back loop until you get to this point. By the time you're done, you should be having your 50 stitches. There shouldn't be any reduction. Remember, you are starting in the last loop here. So if you find that your work has like a missing stitch or an increased stitch, please go back and start again. because you should be having same number of stitches that you started with. No reduction, no increase. I'm at the end of the row, and remember the chain one is a stitch, so also you're going to work through the back loop of it like that. So this is the head part, this is the bottom part. So the next row we are going to make double crochet. So you're going to chain one, but remember at the head part of it, like the top part of it, we're going to start with 3 single crochet, and then the remainder is going to be double crochet. So the chain one already acts as a single crochet, so I'm just going to go on to the next stitch and work 2 more single crochet. Now I have my total of 3 single crochet, and then I'm just going to work double crochet until the end of the row. So I'm done with my row of double crochet. So this pattern is quite simple. You're just going to alternate rows of double crochet and single crochet, and while making the single crochet row, remember to start with your knit stitch. I don't know the name of this stitch, but I'll just call it knit stitch for the next 15 stitches, then plain single crochet till the end. And then when you're starting your rows of double crochet, remember to start with 3 single crochet, because this is the part that is going to rest on top of your head, and this part is the down part of it that's going to rest on your forehead. So to begin the next row, actually you're just going to alternate these two until you get the size that you need. For an adult size, it's going to be 21 inches wide, and then for a baby it's going to be 17 inches wide. So I went ahead and made 49 rows, and it's 15 inches wide, but if you stretch it out it's 21 inches, and that's how the knit rib effect looks like. So the next thing we're going to do is to bind both sides together, and that's how the back part looks like. It's plainly double crochet. So to attach the two sides together, make sure you have the double crochet part on top, and it's going to be a slip stitch with chain 1 stitches. So chain 1, turn onto the other side, slip stitch, chain 1, turn onto the other side, make a slip stitch, chain 1 onto the other side again. It's more of a zigzag motion, chain 1, and then just complete the row. I'll meet you once we get to this upper part. So once you get to the upper part, just cut off your yarn and leave a long tail, turn your work around, and then the next thing we're going to do is to close the opening. So take your needle and weave it in, then just pull tightly, weave it in until you close the circle. Make sure there's no opening left, so just sew it in and close it perfectly well. So I'm done, so I'll just going to turn my work around, and that's how it looks like. If you flip over the hat, you'll be able to see the knit rib stitch. So I'm just going to take my needle again and weave in the tails. Make sure you secure properly. And finally, now I'm going to take my pom-pom and attach it on top of my hat. I made this pom-pom using ice yarn, fire yarn. So I'm just going to insert my hook into the hat and pull the string through the hat. take the other strand and also pull through the heart, and I'm just going to tighten it and make a knot. After making a knot, I'm just going to take my needle again and weave it well, and make sure you are grabbing the pom-pom as well to secure it quite well. And that's what we have. If you enjoyed the video, kindly subscribe and give it a thumbs up.